I'd like to apologise ahead of this video. I pronounced mouldy wrong throughout the video, and you guys pretty much all told me before when I uploaded the part 28 that I was saying it wrong. So I decided I'd go through, edit out everywhere I added in or said mould, and I replaced it with me saying a very basic mouldy. And the thing is, I used the same one at all the points, and even despite my, in the original recording, maybe I'm saying something in one tone and maybe a different volume, I just edited the same clip in just to sort of add some comedic value. I thought, why not? But I do say it correctly. Hopefully I say it correctly. God. But yeah, I thought, you know what, instead of me saying it wrong, I'll add it in like a really bad sample sound noise thing. I just edited in at the worst places. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So here we are today, the second qualifying phase, and we could be about to make a really big mistake. I think the tactic I'm about to use could be really beneficial for the team and actually help us maybe get past this round, or it could completely backfire on me. Depends on how things pan out. So let's go into the match preview. 2,000 people, a capacity stadium for us here today. I know it says 5,000 there, I'm not crazy. We'll seated stadium. We're only allowed to put where we're seated. But this is the formation I'm playing today, and these are the players I'm playing today, which instantly you can see it is very defensive. Now the reason I've chose to go with this, I actually need to add a few more instructions on, but the reason I've chose to go with this instead of the 4-4-2 is because in this formation we are being dominated quite a bit here, in between the lines. I've noticed that we do have the back four, but it's not enough to prevent the goals going in. We had that one leg against Tel Aviv where it looked decent, but that was in a game, that was in a game that, or a second leg that, the tie was already over. We both sort of knew, that one was out, one was in, who was going through to the next round. So there was nothing really at stake. So as a result, I think they put their foot off the gas. We put our, we were trying our hardest just to try and prove we could actually do something. I do like this formation. I do think it's one that works, and I do think it's something I can use in the future, this 4-4-2 with Europe that I made last year or the year before. But I don't think it can work right now. I don't think the players are strong enough. So with this formation, I've gone very defensive. We've got 4 defenders that aim to just defend. We've got an anchorman who's just there to sort of sweep up any danger that he possibly can. We've got defensive wingers who aim to win the ball a bit higher up the pitch and offer much support as they can to the fullbacks. We have an advanced player maker attack who, I don't even know if I want to go with that. I keep debating between support and attack. I think I'm going to have to go with, I don't even know if I want deep line player maker support. That might even be better. Now I'm going to go advanced playmaker because I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go advanced playmaker support. We're going to change that right now. As you see, I've not really made this that long ago. I made the video where we saw the draw, and then I instantly started making this tactic. I'm going to go with Barcelo there because, the advanced playmaker, in a way this is a 5-4-1 diamond. But the diamond is, the attacking player in the diamond isn't where you'd think it'd be. He's a bit deeper. And then we've got one very isolated player. Now the reason I didn't originally go for this when I originally started getting into Europe, this very defensive formation, is because I had it with Aberystwyth, and I think it worked with Aberystwyth. I think it helped us to, keep scores respectable, keep scores low. But I changed to 4-4-2 one year, and suddenly I saw that we could actually play. And we started beating teams playing the 4-4-2 against teams that previously I would have been playing a similar sort of formation like this. And I think that was a fault on my behalf. I didn't see that my players were good enough to actually challenge these teams. But let's face it, the players right now, who, in fact, arguably my best player is Callum Gregory, not really good enough to be facing up against these types of guys. So or even one of my best defenders, who is currently like Tom Harrison, probably not good enough. He's too slow, and as a result, he gets exploited quite a bit. So I've gone with this formation for the time being. Like I say, if it doesn't work this year, we'll just have to go back to the drawing board next year. I may return to the 4-4-2. If it works this year, it works, and that's great. So there's nothing really to lose, nothing really to gain. Either way, no matter what formation I think we could be going at, it's just something I want to experiment with. I've got to add a few instructions on, but we're going to go through anyway things right here. So team instructions are to retain possession, hit early crosses, shoot on sight, stick to positions, drop deeper, get stuck in, close down more, waste time, and much lower tempo. Now, each player has got, of course, specific instructions and roles on. I need to actually add some for the goalkeeper. I forgot to do that. He needs to roll it out. Take drill. He would drop the ball. No. Distribute to player maker. This player maker will look to come short to receive the ball. Hopefully that, I don't even know. I want to distribute to fullbacks actually. He'll look to slow down the pace, play fewer riskier passes, to pass it shorter as well. But those are all the goalkeeping ones right there. We have got fullbacks. Both of these fullbacks are both fullbacks right and on defending duty. They've both got shoot less often, dribble less often, pass it shorter, sit narrower, cross more often, and run wide with ball. The reason we've got sit narrower is because we want to keep the back five as close as we can together, try and allow for no gaps. Centre backs all have the same thing on, it's just close down less. We want them to be in a line. If you, like right now, right today, Sunderland Chelsea was on. We want to try and, you know, they just crowded the bodies out in the box, and as a result, it was quite hard to break down. We kind of want that same mentality here, a bit like when Chelsea in real life played Barcelona. You want to crowd the box out as much as you can, try and put as many bodies in the way, or bodies in between the ball and the goal. Anchorman, we've currently got Nick Norton-Rumbo. He's got close down more and more direct passing. He's going to be the guy that has to run around and defend, which is quite an ask, but something that he has to do. Our wingers are both defensive wingers, defend, which means their main job or main duty is to help the fullback. He is also there to cross and try and create balls from deep if he can to the striker, but his main duty is going to be to defend. So he's got shoot left often, more direct passing, because when he gets the ball, I want him to try and aim for the striker if he can. Cross more often, cross from deep, stay wider, because with the fullback coming in, I need someone to go out wide, therefore he's going to be the one staying wider. Run wide with the ball and close down much more. With the fullback being told to close down less, actually no, he's been told to cross, wait, did I kind of do that? He needs to be closing down less, sorry. With the fullback being told to close down less, I should just add that on both of you. We need someone to be closing down, so for that guy, it's going to be our wingers, our defensive wingers. They're going to be the guys closing down and chasing the ball. Our advanced player maker support has only got to roam from position and run wide with ball on. He actually is going to be told to dribble less and do more direct passing if he can. But we also want him closing down more as well. Same with this winger as it was for the other winger. And up front, we have got Callum Gregory. Now, I was going to go over complete forward here, but I decided we didn't really have a player to support that. And plus, I thought the advanced forward role would suit more for the lone striker. Because the advanced forward, his role, if you didn't know, is to, of course, try and score. Both score and create opportunities. But his secondary role is to chase down misplaced passes, through balls, or clearances from deep. Win possession and lay off passes or crosses to his teammate. With them roles, we need him to close down as much as he can, or from what I've read there as well, he's going to be chasing down loose balls, which I think will happen quite a lot. He's also been told to shoot more often. We're going to have to take some long shots. We can't be trying to work the ball in the box. We're not good enough for that. We have to try and shoot as often as we can. We've got roam from position on. I'm allowing him to do that. One of the only people who can. Run wide with ball, because if he wants to, he can run out wide. Try and maybe get the advanced player maker or the wingers forward a little. I don't know. Hold up ball. I'm actually going to take that one off. And close down much more. He's going to be the guy running around up front, just like a headless chicken, just trying to find anything. We're going to want to... we're not going to put that on. We've got waste time on. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we've got waste time. We're going to try and waste time from the get-go. Defensive mentality, very highly structured. Defensive mentality, just because we really want our players to sit back. And overall, it's just, you know, everything. I think we just need to sit back and try and absorb as much as we can. So that's going through the tactic quite a bit. Hopefully I covered it well enough. But let's talk about the starting 11. So we have Colding in goal, as you would expect. Lopez right back and Byrne left back, again, as you would pretty much expect. Centre of the park, we have Smith, Harrison and Enrique, our only 3 senior centre-backs at the team. On the bench, we do have Keith Roberts, who is a youngster through our youth system, 19 years of age. Last featured in any football in 2017 when he was out on loan to Mons Calpe or whatever in the 2nd division, where he made 9 appearances. So he could be making his debut today. I can actually release him because he doesn't have to actually be here. He's out of contract. But he's very useful today and could be. Also, we've got Christian Romero as well on the bench. He can play left back or centre back, as you saw in the last game. So he's there. Nick Norton-Rumbo, despite not playing a defensive midfielder, will be playing the defensive role. I think he's the best midfielder we have to play that defensive role. Plus, he plays ball-winning midfielder in centre mid, which means to me, he says, you know, he could possibly play that role. On the bench to sort of cover him, we've got Catania. Despite him being a right back, I think he offers everything we sort of need from a deep line or an anchor man. Really, any of these 2 guys here could play that role in front of the defence, and I wouldn't mind putting them in there. So that's the thinking there. Right midfield, we have Victor, just because Montgomery is injured. Otherwise, Montgomery would be in place. Left midfield, we've gone with Shane Gonzalez, which is the reason I didn't bring him on in the last game. Shane Gonzalez, I think, you know, being a natural left back, he'll obviously be down with a defensive winger duty. I think he can do that. Plus, he's got pretty decent crossing as well. You know, overall, I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be better than Durate, who, to me, you know, positioning 1, bravery 1. I just don't. I think some of his stats aren't really cut out for being a defensive role. So Gonzalez is going to be the guy to do that. Although he's got positioning 1, off the ball 1. I just think Gonzalez is a better suited player. And up front, by himself, centre midfield, we've got Barcelo, and up front by himself, we've got Gregory. He beats Coling just about, although I imagine Coling will come on and feature at some point in this game. And the bench, Durate is there just because he's really the only winger we have. And Terry Brown is also on the bench because I think he could play that role quite well that Barcelo is in, which means Baldwin does miss out, Burgess miss out, and Di Rosario will miss out on the chance to play. Elsewhere, Montgomery should be back for the second leg. He's only out for 3 to 6 days, which means arguably he could return. I don't know. He may feature on the bench. We'll have to see. There are still a few fitness worries in the team as well. The fact that Victor only played in that 1 game and it was the second leg means he's not really fully recovered. Matt Smith's not looking too fit. In fact, none of our centre mids are looking particularly fit. Neither is Norton Rambo as well. So fitness will still be a problem in this game, which is obviously not great. Keith Roberts is going to get his number. He's not going to be 4. You can be 54. I'm not giving you 4 because, like I said, I could theoretically release him, and that's something I may do. May have a clear out of my reserves because I've got a load of people in my reserves. Mouldy went into this season's Champions League expecting to at least reach the next round and face disappointment. It's disappointing. They're expecting supporters if they were unable to win. So they reckon a no contest. They reckon Mouldy are going to win this game and walk it. Obviously he'll be missed. Some people suggest you have an upset. Are a good team. I don't know about that. Mouldy, good team, but in all honesty, could blow us away if it turns out and play. I'm always positive. I know we'll have the quality to pull up an upset. So they've gone with a 4-3-3, which could be, you know, that's sort of the reason I played this formation as well. We want to try and prevent as many people as we can getting in between the lines like these wingers. So these guys will really be covering these guys. Well, hopefully these guys keep the shape. So let's apply the advice. Let's do that, Marcus. Good team talk. Pretty good team talk. Let's go. Gibraltar United versus Mouldy. Big game in Europe. Very defensive-minded formation. Don't really want to be seeing him punt and clear like that to a blue shirt straight away. But let's see what happens. Let's see how we do. I've sacrificed this. I've sacrificed attacking threat for a bit of defensive stability, which is why I played 4-4-2 originally when I joined Europe. You know, I wanted to have an attacking threat. But this year I've just decided, let's see what we can do with real defensive stability. And we've got the ball now. Passing it around, as you see, not many people venturing forward for us. Gregory's going to be up front by himself. Here's Victor, managed to beat a player on the right. Ball whipped in and Gregory's given the goal. Oh my God, we've taken the lead. Bit crazy there. Calm down, Harry. Calm down. 4 minutes into a 180-minute tie. But fuck me, we scored. Oh my God, we took the lead. Bah. Crop plays this one in. Oh, get it out. Managed to get that one at Colin, getting the ball. That's like a goal being scored. Oh my God, I can't believe we scored that early. We've got something to hold on now for the rest of the game. And you know what? I'm going to do a team talk straight away. I'm going to calmly tell the lads. I wish I could tell them. No, not this early. I'm going to use team talks quite a bit in this game. I'm going to pause the game quite a bit and try and encourage them where I can. Tell them to tighten up, etc., etc. In fact, 10 minutes in, I'm going to actually encourage them. I'm going to encourage the lads. People are looking nervous. People are looking, you know, I just want to try and talk to my players as much as I can. I think it could be really beneficial. I don't know really how much that function works, talking to your team. If you do it too much, it could be a negative. I don't know that. But I'm going to go off the basis that if I can try and talk to them as much as I can, you know, that may benefit them. You know, every 15, maybe 20 minutes, just tell them to encourage them or tighten up or something like that. Could benefit the squad massively. But there is with a long shot and they've managed to get the equaliser. And it is Bellick with the goal. Stephen Leo Bellick. They feel that was offside, Smith. I don't really know. He was playing off the last man. And nah, he's played him onside, Smith. In the end, it was just not particularly great. Smith did try and put a little pressure on him, you know, as much as he really could. But it was just a decent shot. But we've got the ball in their half yet again. Haven't had a shot since that goal. people are pushed forward from us. Here's Barcelo. As you see, we've actually got a much lower tempo on, and we've slowed the game right down to our own pace, a pace we're comfortable with. Bit of an audacious ball there by the player. I don't think it was Norton Rumbo. It might have not been, but it gave the possession away. I'm going to actually go into the tactic and change something. Seeing that pass has made me rethink the more direct passes from you guys. Just take that off. Don't tell them to pass it short all the time, because you know, if they want to, they can, if they think they can see something. But we'll take it off for now. As long shot from King is over the bar just about. And it's Mouldy on the attack kill again. Is Yakubu playing it on the... no pressure really being applied on him. Let's change something. Let's take that off. Maybe drop deeper on. Taking the lead to falling two behind due to 2 half chances. I don't even know if there were 2 half chances, but I actually doubt that. Here is Jensen, and could be a goal from this set piece. I think it's gone out for another corner. Could still be a chance. They've had a click opportunity wasted from that previous set piece, but they could get another one here. It's headed away from Victor at the near post. Here is Yakubu, cleared away by Norton Rumbo. Gregory really should be chasing that down. He goes and starts doing his job there now. Not playing particularly well, but we got a goal. We've had a lot of the ball. We've had a few chances. Overall, yeah, I agree with what Marcus says there. You've been unlucky so far. We're going to make a change, though, due to fitness. We are going to be taking Barcelo off. We're going to be bringing on Terry Brown. And we'll play. We'll see what that does. That is Joshua King. I was going to say, I kept saying King, and I could only think of one Norwegian king. Not like that. one guy from Norway who's named King. It was the ex-United guy. Here's Gonzalez playing the ball forward. Gregory's going to chase this one down. You know what? We're going to take Gregory off. He did score the goal, but we'll take him off. We'll bring on Jason Coling, someone who plays the advanced forward role naturally. And we'll also bring on Durate as well on the defensive winger role. Just so that winger is as fit as possible, because it could be a position quite important to us. Here is Enrique playing in one of these rare games for us, really. He does play every now and again, but only when the centre-backs are injured or suspended or something. It's headed away. Still had a chance maybe of getting a long shot. They do get the long shot away, and it's gone through a crowd of bodies, and it's managed to find its way in the back of the net. See, now I guess I don't know. No one was really going... No one was there for him. In the end, that was all we could do. No one was closing him down. No one was in that about a 10-yard radius of him. As a result, he's able to take his time and pick out the shot. So we've made that change. Coling and Durate have come on. But I don't think it's going to affect the final outcome in any way, really. Despite the fact we took the lead, we couldn't hold it. And we're probably going to go into this second leg, maybe even 4-1 down, depends what happens in the rest of this game. But we started brighter. We started really brightly. It's a shame it hasn't really panned out. We've been tackled there, and King, that shouldn't be going in like that. That shouldn't go in, I'm afraid to say. Look, you know, Norton Rumbo is there. Coling, poor keeping. For some reason, he's taken another step to the left or whatever. Really, that should be quite an easy save if he stays where he is. That's poor. That is poor. Game that started off so brightly has just fallen away, and the optimism that was us scoring a goal has just turned into the typical fourth round tie, really, or second qualifying phase tie, not fourth round. I don't know what I'm thinking of there, but second qualifying phase tie. And now Mould just passing it around very easily, and that'll surely wrap up the game. There you go, it does. So 4-1 for them. They're surely through to the next round. I doubt we're going to be able to come back. I'll probably have a little tinker around with the tactics, see what we can do with it. But either way, I'll meet you back for the second leg, which will surely be us bowing out of Europe yet again. Okay, let's try and keep this respectable. A near-capacity crowd, which is surprising. Normally when we play these games, not many people rock up, but let's see what we do. I just tinkered around with some of the player instructions, I should say. But apart from that, we You know, it's the same formation, same starting lineup as well. Two changes to the player roles, actually. We have got wide midfielder support on the defensive wingers. We'll just see if that offers something a little more going forward. But apart from that, let's jump into it. You know, let's waste no time. Because I doubt we're going to be able to overcome this 3-goal deficit and actually manage to score 4 goals. Actually, we need to score 4, won't we? Just to go through. Because of the 4 away goals they scored. Wow. Hell of a task. 5-3-2 though. They've gone... Surprising actually how they've gone against us in this game. But let's go. Let's see what we can do. Actually, one other thing I'm going to change quickly. Go more structured. Not highly structured, just structured. Loosen things up a little. Let's see how we do. 3 minutes. Clean sheet. Get in there. Oh, not as good as last game. We were looking to score. We would have scored by now. But here's Barcelo with a free kick. Playing it in, unable to find a red and white shirt. And this could be quite a dangerous counter-attack, actually. We do have 3 people back, but I'm sure they don't have enough pace to keep up with any of the players. Here is Yakubu. To Ba. To Tran. And wow, really good shot. That would have been a brilliant goal if they'd have scored it. And Yakubu with a free kick. His free kicks were pretty good last time. And good free kick there. And again, they missed 2 chances there, Mould. To get themselves a lead they really deserve after their pretty good start. Yet to have a shot us still. But let's be better defensively this time. That'd be ideal. That'd be great. Again, a bit like Tel Aviv. Let's end this second leg. Let's end us going out with a real good defensive display in which we can be proud of. And again, show that maybe this tactic could be used in the future. Because it still looks like we're going to be a while before we become a seeded team or be able to get out of this round. There's Gregory with the ball. He's got, I was going to say, he has to go himself. He's got no one around him for miles. Another big ball forward, trying to find Gregory. It's so hard. See, this is when you'd need another guy up front, but then, you know, you wouldn't have the midfielders and you'd sacrifice a defender, and then it could be easier for the attackers to score, and it's hard to find the balance between the two in the end. Oh no, we don't need a man sent off, Barcelo, you idiot. You absolute idiot. Silly place to get sent off. It's in the middle of the pitch, you know. He's not going anywhere. Just keep it like that. Just lose a guy in the middle of the park. Oh, they'll probably score from this. Tran. I knew it. I knew it. No one around him for miles. Again, like Gregory, just no one around him. He was able to take a touch, pick where he was going to shoot. You know, have another look up if he really wanted to. Have another look. He could have stood there for a bit and then had the shot. Look, even the guy who ran out stopped challenging him. He ran up to a point and then just stood off. Oh well. It's us out of Europe, definitely. 1-0 so far though. Better than the last leg. You know, we'd thrown away 2 goals at this point in the last leg. Let's have a better second half though. It'd be nice to get a shot. That's something that the other formation definitely offered us. A lot more going forward. Somehow we've got 2 people up front here. Oh, it's a poor cross. That was poor cross. Okay, I'm not too sure if I like this formation. I think I might go back to the 4-4-2. You know, despite the fact it may have looked a little bit better defensively in certain situations, in the end, the fact that we're offering so little going forward, I don't think it's worth it. And again, we've only got 32% of the ball right now. That could be down to the fact we had 10 men, yes, but if we compare that to the first leg as well, we didn't have a lot of the ball in that game either. When we had the 4-4-2, we were, you know, battling a little bit more in the possession. And again, I think that's where the 4-4-2 is a little bit better than this one. But I'll be, you know, interested to hear your opinions on this. What formation should I go with? This one, the 4-4-2. Should I create another one next year? Because this is why I've sort of played this formation. A few of you guys commented that you didn't think the 4-4-2 was good enough. And I thought, you know what, let's go really defensive this year and see what we can do. And despite the fact we did take the lead, it still shows that defensively, even throwing a few more men back, it's still quite hard to keep clean sheets. Because in the end, it's, you know, good players. The fact that our players don't really close down a lot, or they're not really quick enough to close down. Like right now, King, look, skip past one guy. Let's see what this guy, you know, what happens here. We've managed to close that guy down. That's good defending there. But look, no one now. There's just a big gap. That is partly because of the man sent off. Able to get it out wide and still looking pretty dangerous. They could even score from here. Oh, it's a deflection. A wicked deflection, and Yakubu manages to score. So we'll lose this leg 2-0 and 6-1 on aggregate. You know, a lot more respectable than it was last year against a team that probably isn't as good as Dynamo. I don't know. That's my opinion of but reputation-wise, they're not as big as Dynamo. So either way, though, a better second leg. Even though we took the lead for the first ever time in the second qualifying phase, which was, of course, an overreaction on my part. God, I thought we could be going through, but no, no. Don't get too ahead of myself. I can't. But let's pick up our money. Obviously, send your sister in there. £224,000, £160,000. Financially, we're back up to over £1 million. After all the money we spent. This game was also on TV as well. The away leg, we were able to pick up £12,000 from that. So, you know, money. That's what we use this competition for. So, as you can see by the growth there, it's been magnificent so far. Really, really good. So, the next time I will meet you back will probably be a bit like last year, where I'll meet you back somewhere around here. Like Angels or Lynx, I'll probably meet you back. Or maybe even Lions. I might do Lions. Hopefully we can win the Pepe Reyes Cup. We should be winning that this year after the atrocious last year. And, you know, we'll have a look at the market, see what we can get. See if there's anyone out there that is willing to join us who will improve the side. But either way, until next time, guys, peace out.